Alright guys, in today's video we're going to talk about how to take apart a Glock 19. Alright, let's do it. First thing you do, safety first. Make sure there's no bullet in your gun at all. Safety first, alright? No bullets in your gun. Alright, once your gun is safe to operate, alright, you're gonna grab the gun this way, slide it back a little bit, and you see this here. This is on both sides of the gun. Slide it back, pinch this down. Like so, pinch it down and let the slide go forward. Alright, your slide is gonna come apart. Alright, now take your spring, push the spring forward. Spring comes off. From the bottom, push your barrel up. Push it up. It comes out just like that. Now, if you're just cleaning your gun, you don't need to do anything else. If you're just doing some maintenance cleaning, just oil it or whatnot. That's all you need to do. You don't need to go any farther. Now, if you want to take your gun completely apart, we can keep going. You push down on this right here. Push down on it and slide it forward. Slide it out just like that. Now this comes out. Take out this apart. This comes out. This is your firing pin. This is your extractor push rod. If you want to take this out, just push down onto it. Your extractor comes right out. Now be careful, there is a spring. There is a spring under there. So you can see the spring is right in there. Let me just take it out so you guys can see it. This little spring goes in here, so be really careful when you take this apart. Goes right in there. So those are all the slides component. And obviously you have the two sides. I don't think you want to take that off. Now let's go down to the lower part of it. If you want to take the trigger apart, you want to take all this out, the trigger housing and all that. It has these pins right here. It has one right here, one right here. Well, it has two here and one right here. So for that, you're gonna need a tiny tool. Just push this across. They come right out. Take this back one out. It comes right out. And now the hardest one to take out is this one, but it also comes out just like that. There it goes. Now from here all you need to do is pull this out, pull it up. Be careful, there's a spring right here for the slider lock. This comes up. Now this part comes up as one. The trigger and all that comes up as one piece right here, look. This comes up too. Your slider, your slider lock right here can come out, but I'm not gonna play with that. I'm just gonna leave it. If you want to take that out and change it, you just push it down and slide it to the side, and it'll come out right on the side. You'll push it up from the bottom, and it'll come out right away. Because what catches this is this little spring right here. That's what keeps it in place. So you just push down on the spring and slide it out. Alright. Now if you want to keep taking this apart, these things come apart as well. This come apart. So you're just gonna here rotate it and kind of rotate, and here's the spring. This is kept together by a spring. This comes off right here. Just slide this out and it will come off. Alright guys, so to put this back together, all we need to do is repeat the same steps but backwards. Oh, put this in there, kind of slide it in, boom. Right? Make sure the ramp is in there. Put the ramp back in. Slide your trigger into the hole. Right? Make sure this is lined up here. Because this is under spring pressure, it does that. Just slide it back in. Boom. Don't forget to put your slider lock back in. Here. Make sure all your holes here are lined up. Alright. The most difficult to line up is this one right here, this little thing, because it's just loose in there. The other one you shouldn't have a problem with them. So I like to leave this one for last. So what I'll do is slide this back in, the first one, thin, the top one, to kind of line things up and put them in place. Slide in just like that. AC. Now I'll go with the back one. That's the small one. Goes in the back here. Slides back on just like that. Simple. Now this one is the hardest one because this doesn't like to line up at all. So just slide it in there and kind of play with it. Right? Little bit of wiggle, and it should go in with no problem. Alright, just make sure you push it towards the middle so it's almost even on both sides. Same with the top one, try to push it in. There you go. Now let's go up to the slide. First thing first, distractor. Gonna drop, well, you're gonna drop this in first. Make sure the spring is in there. Now while holding that in, you're gonna drop the distractor in. Make sure the round part of the distractor goes towards the hole in the back here. Slide it in like so here, and it should stay in. Alright, so as you can see, it should stay in once you put that in. Next, your pushing pin, your distractor pushing pin, you slide it into this little hole here. Boom. Make sure the spring is in the back. Alright, slide it in like that. And now your firing pin. Firing pin goes in the big hole right here. Oh, before I forget, if you want to take this apart, just push this down, push the spring down, and these two little things should come off. As you can see here, that's what keeps the spring in place. That's what keeps the spring in place. Alright, so put it back together. Make sure this is lined up here. Push it all the way back. Alright, put the spring on. You're gonna need a hard surface to push onto this. Push it in. Slide these little two things in there. There is one. There is the other one. And it should look like that. Now you slide it in there, big hole. Slide it in like so. So to put this in, just put some pressure on it. Slide it in like so. And now you get something really thin, and push onto this and finish sliding that in all the way. Now you put your barrel back on. Put your spring back on. Put your slide back in your body. And there you go. Well guys, this is all for today's video. Please like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.